to get by. In your flow, no need to brag about it, cause it already shows. A king in his essence, sitting up on his throne, thorough. The way you move, you out here getting this dough. You got me so hypnotized by your pushing your drive, so all my dreams become realistic when I look in your eyes. You hold me down, you say that I'm the queen of your heart, and show me that this love is real even when we're apart. The way you feel when you call yourself snatching my soul, you got me in a sunken place, it's like I'm losing control. When you put your arms around me, I get weak in my knees. A paradise type of love, the kind that oversees all the bullshit, the drama, the struggles for real. There's no comparing to your heart and how you making me feel like I'm the only girl that matters. Since we keeping it real, I'ma bring a snack home for daddy. You deserve a good meal, so you don't ever gotta question if you making me.
Y'all, it's Cass, and as you can see, Lex is not with me. She's inside, she's cooking dinner, and I'm chilling. A lot of people been asking for this Durag haul, so yo, we about to get it popping. So yup, I'm gonna show y'all my do-rags. I'm outside chilling. Again, she's inside. We're gonna play a little music in the background. All music I'm playing is Anthony Cannon. If you want to tune into him, you can. So yeah. But the game different. I gotta get in and go. Alright, let's get it. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so I got a lot of do-rags. Most of them is from the mall, but a couple of them is from Drippy Do-Rags, which they is good. Tune into them. I'll put it down below. They're at Drippy Do-Rags, yo. They got fire rags, for sure. Alright, so let me take my hair out, actually. End of the week. Alright, so I gotta get a brush, y'all. Okay, so I had to brush my hair. I don't really wear do-rags as much anymore because my hair is growing. Look at that. I'm a fucking greaser. I'm a fucking greaser. Alright. So this is the first one. This is from Drippy Do-Rags. I'm not tying them all, but this is my favorite one. I love this shit. The velvet. I love it. So yeah, that's the first one. And I ain't gonna tie them all because I have a lot of rags. So this is the second one. That one was from Drippy Do-Rags. This one's from Drippy Do-Rags. So yeah, that's another one. Here's another one. I gotta get in and go. This one is not from Drippy Do-Rags. This is from the mall. As you can tell the quality is a lot different because like in the front, see that? That's how you can tell. So yeah, this is another one. Call me up, I'm on my way. Here's another one, I love this one. Ain't shit for me to say. But yeah, this is another one. Sorry, y'all. I got interrupted. Oh, I already showed y'all this one. So yeah, that's that one. So I decided instead of listening to music, we're gonna do a little story time. If that's alright with y'all. Well, actually, y'all can't answer me, so it has to be alright. So I'm gonna do a story time on my first day, like going to foster care, first night in a foster home, just the feelings, just thoughts of what I was feeling and stuff like that. So here we go. So I had knew that foster care was coming, so I had dipped off to Connecticut. Foster care, where I was staying, they had came and said, like, which is weird, dumb, I don't know why they would come, but made it clear that I was going to be being picked up. So I was not having that. I was a drug addict. Had a girlfriend. It wasn't happening. It wasn't something that could happen for me. So there's that one. I love that one. So I dip off to Connecticut. I'm in Connecticut for not long at all. Maybe like a month, few weeks. I'm also a drug addict. I'm trying to get clean there. My cousin is giving me a medication to help me wean off. So I'm there, and like I said, I had a girlfriend. My girlfriend had texted and said, like, which I already knew she had been cheating on me. It was whatever. I already knew it. I had no worth at the time, let's be honest. She had basically I had already caught her with a hickey on her neck. She tried saying it was from her brother. She had texted and said, like, basically, if you don't come back to New York, I'm going to cheat on you. So I thought I was in love, and being the retard I am, I came back to New York. And, like, I had a lot of intentions on staying in Connecticut for a long time until at least the radar was low for me to come back, you know. But, of course, I ran back for love, and that was a bad choice. So my cousin was going to be getting custody of me and all that because I was underage. I was 16 years old. There's that one. This one's fire. And the papers were in the process. I dip off in the middle of the night. I leave. It's a whole big, this is another story time, huge ordeal. So I leave. I'm in New York for not even 2 days. I spend the first day with my girlfriend, the next day with my sister. My parents are in jail. We're moving my parents' house. I call CPS in the midst of it all and say, like, look, I'm back in New York, da-da-da-da-da, this and that. My CPS worker had said, all right, great, Monday can you come in for a wellness check? Well, what I thought was just going to be a wellness check turned into me not returning home until I was old enough to sign myself out. So I go there Monday with my sister, not knowing that I'm going away. So we walk in and they sit us down and, like, they're asking me if I'm using drugs, this and that, the whole ordeal, and tell me basically I'm going to foster care. And, like, we're arguing, me and my sister are arguing, like, no, like, why can't she stay with me, this and that. They wouldn't allow me to stay with her because she had failed. She had failed for marijuana, so they weren't gonna let me live with her. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is not good. I'm crying. I'm not good. I'm a drug addict. So my sister ends up arguing with the CPS worker, all this, and what turns into what could have been a good goodbye, like I love you, I'll see you, it's alright, we're strong, turned into my sister being kicked out of the room. No goodbye, no nothing. They kicked her out, wouldn't let her return. I'm all upset. I'm shook. I look out. I've been in the room for about 15 minutes now, and I look out, and there's my sister. She's just waiting there for me, waiting for me to come out. I don't know what why she was waiting. She knew I was going away. It was sad. So she's standing there. She stood there for probably at least 2.5 hours, waiting for me. And like, I was inside the room. They're getting my place all set up, trying to figure it out. It was sad. Like, that shit hurt. Like, and knowing that she's waiting for me and I ain't coming out. Like, and all she wants to do is say goodbye. And like, that's my sister Brittany. She was my rock during foster care. We got so close. She testified. She petitioned for me, fought and fought and fought, and no matter what she did, they would not give her. She quit smoking, everything. They wouldn't give me to her. So, after hours of being told things that aren't true, being looked up and down because I'm a drug addict looking for, my cousins had said that I left a bunch of needles, this and that, at their house when I ran away. That wasn't true. I was not an IV user at the time. So they're looking me up and down for track marks, looking at my toes, like, because she had said, let me see your arms. And I showed her my arms, and she says, well, you can do stuff in your toes. So I stripped down naked. Fuck that. You want to say that? I stripped down naked. So finally I find my home. They find me my home, and like, I remember getting in the car and like, just like, you know, that lump in your throat that doesn't go away when you're crying? Well, I had that, and like, I couldn't breathe. Like, it's nerve-wracking. Like, I'm going to people's houses I don't even know, and yeah. So we're driving, we drive there, and it's in the fucking country, the middle of nowhere, the country. I walk in, and like, of course, they introduce me as like, this is Cassidy, she's a drug addict. Like, what a way to introduce me. And I'm nervous. I remember it clear as day. I had this red coat on, this red and white coat. It was my sister's boyfriend's. I had braids, and I had a hat. That's all I had. The clothes on my back and a hat. They wouldn't allow me to get any of my stuff, anything like that. So that was the second time I lost all my stuff. Lost it in Connecticut, and then I lost it. I had bought a bunch of clothes when I got back for the 2 days, and then lost it again. I walk in, and like, they introduced me. She has a daughter. We went out to pizza the first night I was there, and that's how I got introduced to Shirley Temples. Yep. My foster sister Liv, she had Shirley Temples, and I was a mean, rotten, hateful kid. We go to pizza, and like, they're just trying to be nice, but I'm not having it. I'm grumpy, I'm mean, I ain't trying to talk. I just want to go home and go to sleep. So if we get home, and I realized that there was a train out back, so I said, yeah, like, I'm getting on that train, and I'm going wherever it takes me, and I'm not looking back. So I call my sister. First I call my girlfriend, tell her the plan, like, look, and she's all for it, you know, because she is whatever. And then I didn't tell my sister. I call my sister and like, I love you, I miss you, I'm crying my eyes out because I'm gonna be sick the next day. It was bad. Red one. This is from Drippy Durags. We talk and all that, and I'm trying to get my one sister, to bring me drugs. She was not having it. She wasn't doing it. And then I realized that the girl, the foster mom, is sleeping upstairs on the couch, and the only way out is the upstairs door. So that plan was shot that day. And like each night I would plan it. Each night I'm gonna get on the train. I'm gonna get on the train. And then like each night passed. And then I went away for a weekend to this one place, and that's a whole nother story time. It wasn't a good place. I got kicked out in 2 days, and I went back to Lila's. Lila had love for me. She seen something in me, that's for sure. So I went back to Lila's. Lila took me back. This is another one. Lila takes me back, yeah. So the first night, I'm gonna explain my feelings. I was there 2 days, and then I went to respite to the place that wasn't good, and then I went back. The first night I was just sad. It was hurt. I was hurt. I couldn't believe my mom signed me in. I knew I was never getting out. My dad's in prison. My mom's in jail. My sister is still an active addict, and then my other sister is clean, but she smokes marijuana, and they are not letting her get me. So I was just depressed. I was very suicidal several times in foster care. I had thoughts and had tried to end my life, whether it was with drugs. Yeah, it was always with drugs. It's just, I was hateful. Eventually it got to the point where, like, foster care was so much. I was so tired of not having stability, being moved, being this, that, and like, granted, yes, I was a drug addict, but like, some foster parents, it's just crazy to me. I was so tired of not having stability. I signed myself into a rehab, which I needed to get clean anyways, but like, I wasn't ready to get clean. The only reason I did that is because I wanted some sense of stability, I wanted friends, and I wanted to get out of foster care. So I signed myself into rehab for 4 months. And then I came home back to foster care, and ended up meeting my wife Lex and all that. But that's just a little overall on the first night of foster care and some of the days in foster care. But it was horrible. It was sad. It was scary. I was hateful. I was mad. And any kid who isn't used to structure, used to doing whatever they want, foster care is not for them. I would have rather probably been homeless, this and that, before going to foster care. But I did meet a lot of people. My last foster mom, I love her to death. I talk to her still to this day. So it wasn't totally horrible, but it definitely was rough at first, getting used to people you don't know, having to be scared, like, are they gonna hurt me, touch me, anything like that. Like, I just remember sleeping on the couch and being so happy that I was with a girl, because it was just her and her daughter, that I was with a girl and not a guy family, because I was nervous that I was going to be touched or something like that. And it's sad. That's a lot of kids' realities in foster care. It's very sad. But that's just some on my life the first day. And yeah, I hope y'all like all the do-rags. I hope y'all like the little story time. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everyone who supports me. And yeah, make it rain on them hoes. Alright, y'all, we out.
I know you're the realest type. I've been in this game for a while. We gon' build, advance, and conquer the world.